I signed this young man. His name is Mason Kern, a.k.a. the Sports Watchdog.
Yes,
Mason is ranked, if you don't know, #1 in the nation in sportscasters 17 years of age and under. Shortly, you will be going to school. You'll be Walter Cronkite School of Journalism to study
sports journalism at ASU, yes.
All right, so this is our last get-together for a while.
Unfortunately.
Mason is going to be in our starting lineup in the when we go into round one. We're going to try to do one of our segments while you're warming up, okay?
All right, that's fine.
All right, so we'll start with Kyrie Irving. Where's he going to end up?
Yeah, well, the thing is with him, the Cavs have no real necessity to trade him, so he preferably wanted San Antonio and Minnesota, but I think he would be a really good fit for Phoenix, because if he wants to be the front man like he said he wants to be, and doesn't necessarily want to play around LeBron James anymore because he wants to be the front man, it's kind of hard for him. He wants to go to the Spurs. He'd be behind Kawhi Leonard, and that's just not a good fit for him either. So Phoenix, he'd be the front man, and his ability to be an elite ball handler and make everyone around him better is going to be a good fit there.
All right, we watched the USA women's soccer team lose to Australia for the first time in 28 tries. My question to you, who's more popular, the U.S. men's national soccer team or the U.S. women's national soccer team?
Okay, well, both squads are obviously very talented, all the players. I think in terms of popularity, the men's team has it right now, which is kind of unfortunate because the women's team has had so much success. They've won the World Cup 3 times. They're kind of the premier international squad for women's soccer, and their pay and viewership is much lower than that of men's. And the men's team has never won a World Cup. They obviously just won their 6th Gold Cup, which was very impressive. But in terms of their success, they're not as successful as the women's team have been. So I think it's more of the kind of the, what is the word I'm looking for? The fanatics, the falling over and stuff like that in the men's game. But it's all a spectacle.
All right. Well, my last question to you is: the East Lake Little Leaguers are still alive in the road to Williamsport. They're our last chance as having another San Diego representative. We've had great Little League success, all of which is exclusively covered on KUSI All Sports Report. Mason, last question.
Okay.
Who's the best Little League team to ever come out of San Diego?
I think that a lot of the best Little League teams have come out of the South Bay area. In San Diego, there have been so many, East Lake Village, but I think the best team is Parkview Little League. They won the World Series or the Little League World Series in 2009, and they made an appearance in 2016 as well. So I think it's really cool to see teams coming from San Diego and winning the Little League World Series. It's a great event, a lot of popularity for San Diego, and I'm really proud of all the young boys.
All right, don't let me down, son, because a lot of people don't want you on this team.
I won't be wearing the jacket, so it'll be a little looser.
All right, Mason Kern in his final appearance on the KUSI Sportscast. Brandon Stone, that's it from the 16th annual Shoot to the Cure. We will have a comprehensive recap tonight on the All Sports Report.
Paul, we got a problem. I just received this fax and a call right here from the Senate Judiciary Committee. Now, they've requested you testify and you turn in documents related to you using professionals like Silver Pigskin finalist DeMarco Sampson using professionals in an amateur tournament. Now, how do you plead to those charges?
Well, first of all, you know I can't comment on an active investigation.
Okay.
And secondly, I wish you'd pull a Jeff Sessions, dude, and just recuse yourself and take a back seat. You're making a lot of waves for me in a situation where I don't need it, okay? So back to you.
Lordy, guess what? There's tapes.